Hello? Hello, Toe. I don't know what has happened to me and who I have become, but here I am again for the 5th stream in a week, I think. It's just what is happening now. I don't think I've become a werewolf. I'm still not convinced I wasn't a fairy creature before. But now I'm a fairy creature that streams a lot, apparently. I've also become a person who finishes crochet projects and then instead of starting a new project immediately goes and tries to finish a different project. So tomorrow I'll have finished a second project in also like 2 days. I don't know what's happened to me. I don't know, Toe. I'm very concerned also. However, a vintage story. Yeah. I did take a lovely nap today, though. So, that part of Lila is still intact, so that's good. Right. I made the world's worst windmill. And my plan is to make it not be just a stick floating in midair. Mushroom guy, heck yeah. That also turns into crust. This is just what we do now. Yes, it does a good tippy tappy. Smash. I'm greatly entertained by this creation. Oh, right, I already had a bunch of crushed quartz. So... I think... It is light enough, we do not need torches anymore. Okay, now I take this, do this, and then I do this, and this, and this. And I get unfired refractory brick tier 2. 18 of them. And then we go into the pit kiln corner and we get all of my lamps that I forgot I was making. And I think I can get 12 in here at a time. So we make more. Because I need more. Bonk, 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 bonk. No, it doesn't matter what or the way these are organized. That's good. That's good. I like a crafting recipe that doesn't care for that shape. Okay, and then we put grass in there. And then we put stakes on there. And then we go get the peat. And then we set shit on fire. You seem to have misplaced a torch. Oh well. That's fine. Oh, there's another new thing. Who's Pete? I don't know him. We don't need to know him. We just need to set him on fire. It's fine. I have a snow shovel. That wish to snow shovel. Yes! Oh, that's so silly and fun. It has done nothing useful for me, but it has entertained me greatly. Oh, apparently there's a glowy cavern somewhere underneath my house. What? Me cheating? Never. Witchcraft. My blocks of stone have disappeared. Excellent. Absolutely unnecessary, but I had a lovely time using a snow shovel. Alright, so we have some refractory bricks firing. We do, however, need to get more fat. Because I need more axles to make this less that. Make it more tall. And build it a house. And then also I need to move all of this bullshit. Oh, this is gold, right? I have silver in my pockets. I mean, I guess I could just melt the silver, right? Yeah, because that I can just melt in a crucible. Mold it. I only have 2 ingot molds though. And this is more than 2 ingots worth of silver. I don't want to make more ingot molds though. But I also don't want to make a silver hammer or something just to have a place to put the silver. Considerations. Okay. Yeah. Need a good picture of all my good creations while maybe not having my horrid creation. Because you gotta have screenshots. Right, I gave up on the parsnips. That has happened. The pigs are still doing pig things. Yes, and Big Pig is pregnant. Okay. Chickens are doing chickens things. Mostly freaking out about my existence. Okay, you laid an egg on the floor. Congratulations. I will put it in the cellar. And I will feed you. Don't say I never do anything for you chickens. It's pregnant. Pregante, yes. Right, I went on a chicken culling thing. One of the corpses ended out outside because... I want to go in the cool glowy cave. What if instead of doing any of the things I said I would do, we go in the glowy cave? That egg is going to be fresh for 10 months at the current... Well, no, actually 11 months at the current temperatures. However, it's not going to stay the current temperature, so... Anyway. Well, I have my pickaxe with me already. Just a little adventure. It's a treat. Right, I got second cheap. I could now get rid of older sheep. I'd get my ass kicked. but I could. Put the silver in here also for now. And I wanted, right, I wanted lamp for down here instead of torch. That is a thing I wanted. Lamp. So there's maybe slightly less horrors in my basement. And then the rest, we can just store on the floor. And then we can go see if maybe we can go into the glowy cave. Because there happens to be a cave system that I've just covered up with dirt. Where there is the horrors. Up here, this is, I made this. I did this. It's just some flax that I've cut off from the sun. But yeah, glowy cave was this way. What if we just dig a little and we find glowy cave? I don't know how deep it is the problem. I might just go past it. But the snow has showed me beautiful visions of a glowy cave, so I must see it. And I guess I can use all of the rocks to build my my mill. Give it a strong, sturdy foundation of rocks. Well, I don't know. I don't know where it is. Excuse me, Mr. Boathorn, sir. Do you know where my beautiful cave is? Over here? No, you're a liar. A charlatan. I gave up too easily, I know. However, I got bored of digging holes. It's called hypothermia and I am dying. My body temperature is at 37.5 degrees Celsius. I'm doing fine. It's only -3 degrees outside. I'm doing good, actually. I can't see enough. Okay, no. Is my leather done? Is that the thing that is done? Can I have leather? No. It's gonna take forever and ever and ever first. Fine. I have baby chickens. They're so cute. Look at them. Look at my baby chickens in despair. Why are you Generation 1? Your parents are Generation 1. Why? Well, actually, these eggs were laid before the purge. In which case, that's fine. Don't want to work on chiseling the path because it's covered in snow, so I can't see it properly. Oh! Second cave. Do you go to my beautiful, shiny, glowy cave? Oh, I've been here. I've been here. Right. This is the translocator underneath my house that I haven't repaired yet. There's a bunch of metal scraps and junk around here. I stole all the good things. And some of the bad things also, because why wouldn't I? But I didn't go further. Okay, that just goes back around. What's this way? More quartz. Anything fun in the quartz or just quartz? Oh, just looks like just quartz. Well, might as well do some prospecting while we're down here. Hematite. Iron. Okay, so this also doesn't lead to that. It just leads to this, which I think I've got the things in my house. We go back to the house. We check if I have those metal bits. We go on a big adventure through a translocator. Surely, randomly teleporting to unknown places will definitely solve my I don't have enough fat to deal with making my windmill less shit problems. Yes. I'll take the easier way. There's also that hole. But translocator. Adventure. I'm procrastinating having to fight another bear. That's what's happening. I only have one metal part. God fucking damn it. Unless... do I maybe have metal parts over in the Coben house? No. I do have enough bones to assemble multiple skeletons, but I do not have metal parts. I don't get to have any fun. Okay. Alright. What if I kill the Generation Zero sheep? What if I kill sheep outside instead of going to fight a bear? That might work. Though it is winter, so they might be losing weight, so they won't have as much for me to turn into Windmill. I'm thinking thoughts. And I'm eating pie. I could try and get good at frickin' archery. Also armor. I wanted armor for fighting a bear. I mean, oh no, that requires a fuck ton of linen again. Can you make fun colored armor instead of just gambeson? Yes, you can make fun colored armor. I could be purple. Ooh. But that would require getting purple. Wait, I have Mordant now. Well, the bears don't seem to think so, though, so I don't think they're gonna be. Purple is the berries. It could also be green. I do have pink, but I don't like the look of the pink. It's not the right kind of pink for me to like it. The green is nice, though. Oh, we're dyeing green with grass, right? Because that works so well. Sorry, I've been reading a book on natural dyeing, and green is like the really difficult one. Okay. But I could have green. I could be green. You have arrived. Hello, knives. Hello. We're currently looking at fashion. The armored type of fashion. But if I want metal armor... What is brigandine again? Oh, it's the riveted thing. Very riveting. I wouldn't want brigandine. I'd want some sort of chain. Okay, first of all, I'd need chain. A lot of it, and then I'd need leather. Right, I need leather or a fuck ton of linen, neither of which I have. You haven't seen my serif? Let me go out into the big room where I can turn the camera around in third person. There you are. This is the current Lilith Serif iteration. It has blue hair. Blue hair and flower crown. Just very blue. I decided on blue this time. I have gone with green previously, but I felt like blue. I have warm gear. which is keeping me from freezing in the coldness. But it does not protect me from being mauled by a bear. It is a hood on my fur coat, but I also have blue hair. We've got both. What if we just do this for a while longer? Go up to 12 again, because that's all that fits in one pitkin. Your students didn't show up. Knives, how did you scare them away? Don't do that. Well, I believe in you. I think you have that power, Knives. They just lazy. I mean, reasonable. I'd say same, but I have been so incredibly productive. I've been doing so much streaming. I finished craft projects. I did my laundry. Truly, who am I? We'll never know. Speaking of craft projects. Oh. What now? What shenanigans are about to unfold? I mean, you can use the same pattern you use for socks when you do magic loop for DPNs. You just treat 2 DPNs as one, like, needle for, like, magic loop purposes. So you can use the exact same pattern, you just have to not do the magic loop shoving things around and instead have to do the, oh god, I'm holding 5 knitting needles. Which I am very bad at. But, you know. You like DPNs? I am in awe. Because I simply am too stupid for DPNs. Well, actually, I did okay on my attempt at doing 2 needles on the same DPNs at the same time. I figured that out in the end. I just also did not enjoy the experience. I just like my magic loop more. It makes more sense to my brain. But yeah, normal sock pattern works perfectly on DPNs because the whole magic loop thing is relatively new. So that's how people been making socks since I know that one fancy Fair Isle, well, it's not Fair Isle, but it's color work. That one fancy cotton sock color work thing from Egypt from like the 12th century. That's how those were made on DPNs. Alright. We are going and we are hunting things that are not going to murder me too much. We're only gonna let them hunt me a little. I know there were peeps in that direction, so we're going there. You're making another one of those hats. That's so many hats. I haven't knit a hat in forever. I should knit a hat again. I did say, wait, no, I used that yarn for my weaving project, so now I don't have the base yarn to make the hat to go with my cowl. Problem is I don't wear hats. Like, unless it is actively snowing and my ears are getting cold, I'm not wearing a hat. And even then I'm not wearing a hat because I'm wearing my headphones these days. Let me go. Do not go inside a hat. Excuse you? Okay, do not lose sight of the sheep that we are hunting. Do not lose sight. I'm gonna get ya. I missed. Oh no, it's going in the underbrush. I'm gonna lose it. Get back here. I'm stabbing you. I got it. Nice. And bones. Hello. Hello, Sam. Water. How's the Lilith today? Concerned about the continued energy to do streams. But other than that, doing good. Also, ooh, recycled scarf yarn. If I didn't feel so strongly about having to keep the one scarf that I still have that my grandma made me intact, I would probably recycle that yarn into something else because I'm never wearing that scarf. But it's like the last scarf that I got from my grandma, so I can't unravel it. It's illegal. Hello, bunny. Creature weight good. These animals been eating good. However, this one didn't have any fat. Very skinny rabbit. Right, because the mission is actually get fat, the meat, and the hides. Well, the hides are also helpful because I need leather. But the meat is like a happy byproduct that we may let rot for composting purposes. Because why not have compost? Turnips. Whee! The game's been doing this today. It's just decided that I should see the inside of the world a little bit. I'm okay with this. Sheep, 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 sheep. Get fucking shot. Okay, you wanna brawl? Fucking brawl with me then. Don't go into the freaking birch brush. I hate the birch brush. Alright. I'm getting better at this. I only got lightly mauled by a sheep. Well, this one didn't have any fat. He was skinny. That's not helpful. Skinny legend, yeah. Not what we needed, but it is what we got. I could just steal all the cobblestone from this place. For my windmill. Could do that. To drink all your water. Good job, Sam. Good job staying hydrated. Very important because it is warm outside in places. It's not actually that warm outside here. It's like, eh. I like when they charge at me. It makes it easier to hit them with an arrow. Okay, I need to just cut down every single freaking bush in this entire meadow. It's getting annoying. Sam, no. Drink your water. Even tomorrow. Chickens. Are you the one I shot? I hope you are. More chickens. Nice. Alright. There we go. We're making progress. We're making progress towards having a windmill that is less than 2 feet tall. No, Sam. No, you just have to pee. That's not how that works. What's in this cave? It's quartz. Alright. Step 1. Hides. Go in there. Seal. Step 2. Inventory management. Step 3 is part of step 2. It's inventory management again. That is going to make me the fat, and this is going to make just sheep stew made entirely out of sheep. Okay, no, I'm gonna put a vegetable in there. Get me a vegetable. One, two, three, four, five, six. Ooh, we met the DM of the in-person D&D campaign you're doing. Fun! I'm jealous. I also want to play D&D. I say that in a way that makes it sound like they don't let me play D&D. It's just that I don't happen to be awake when all my friends would love to play D&D. First session you're in is in about a week and a half. Ooh, do you have a character? Tell me about your character. Tell me about all of it. I live vicariously through other people playing D&D. It's a whole thing. It has been too long since I last played D&D. Was that already back here, or did it all end before I moved? I don't remember. It's been too long. Is the only thing I do remember. Can I use the bone meal? Yes, it makes terra preta. So it and charcoal and compost. Okay, okay, okay. Well, I'm working on the compost. And I can powder some charcoal, that's fine. And then I can have incredibly good soil. Same, though, same. It's been so long. An armorer artificer that dreams of being large enough to tackle an ancient dragon. A fairy named Pinecoat. That's adorable, Sam. Okay, so you can make terra preta. I'm sorry, I'm currently doing the math on like the renewability of dirt in this world, and the only dirt you can make is terra preta, I'm pretty sure. So, oh, you can't make it into compacted things, right? Yeah, you can't make any of the other dirts. You have to find them on the floor. But terra preta. Terra preta you can make. I'm learning. Oh, you have your whole character planned out. That's fun. Okay, I have more fat. So this is 10 axles. I think it went like this, and like this, and like this. All right. Oh my god. Can this stew finish cooking? Please. Please. Thank you. Stew. Right, what do I do with the small rawhide? I'm not gonna make it into fashion now, am I? No. I could make it into a pelt, which I can then make into a bracelet with an acorn on it. Or like one of these other cool things that look much cooler than my current fur coat, because that's just the easy one that I knew how to make. Like this one looks so cute, but it requires cloth and other things. But it's very cute. Fashion. I did just get rid of all my fat, so that's not an option right now. I will just put it in here. If it goes to rot, it goes to rot. I want to say that's not a me problem, but it would be a me problem. But it's not really a problem. It's just a thing that it then is. Okay. Let's see. Windmill. Right here. Rocks make into... Do I have any pre-made cobblestone? Because I don't want to waste it. I have dry stone and I have cobblestone. I mean, I can use the dry stone for like a little bit of texture. Okay. So what if we make a bad circle? Oh, this requires copper tools to break. Good to know. What if we do this? What if this? Can you imagine being a dragon, seeing this 3-foot fairy yelling you about how it's going to tackle you to the ground? That does sound very silly. I do hope that actually happens for you. Okay. And we have... Why is it like this? Why is it like this? Well, that you will do, okay. And if I break the bottom, it'll stay, okay. We're just gonna be silly about it. Ow. Well, if I want... I'm trying to visualize things, which is hard for me because brain. But like, is this too small? Is my question. And is it too close to the Saxon Barbie dream house? I feel like the answer to both of those questions is yes. finish the cap? You went very fast. Oh wait, it's at the end, so it's not very long rounds. Never mind. But I was about to be unreasonably impressed, but I'm just normal impressed. Decrease rolls, yay. Alright, so this is too close. So probably where I'm storing all my random junk on the floor. That would probably work. Which means I need to move all of my random junk I'm storing on the floor. We will do this by daylight so I can see. And I have the hiccups. That's lovely. Lovely and helpful. We're gonna do such a good job growing parsnips. And onions, I think it was. Also, let me pick up some more clay. So I can make my own cobblestone. Quick, scare yourself. I am constantly startled all the time by myself. It does not help. But I don't think it was actual hiccups. It was just a little hiccup. I think that is in the middle of being asleep for a little time, Sam, but thank you for the offer. But yeah, I think, let me check my phone because I do happen to have a clock that tells me Canada time. Yeah. That's like 1:30 a.m. my time, and I am not conscious then. And I also shouldn't be. I would not be a good person to be playing D&D with at 1:30 a.m. Oh, I had a spare lantern. Lamp, whatever. Rocks. Okay, the bone meal can go in the box. It'll do well in the box. I don't want crude letters for me. But I do have birch boards, which I think make ladders nowadays. Ladder, 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 ladder. Yes. And I have sticks in the stick barrel, which is a crate and not a barrel, but don't worry about it. See, for Azu, the problem there is that might be when he has work. Because that's like Australia morning time. And on a Monday, yes, that also. Okay, we have ladders. We have ladder technology. We don't have a lot of ladder technology. We need more ladder technology. There, that seems like a reasonable amount of ladders for the amount of axles I have. Right, it is 5 a.m. and it is the darkest it has ever been ever. Okay, so if I want here, I'm gonna need to move these things away. Right, my farming implement can go here. And the fire starter can go next to it because it's vaguely forge related. I need more lighting solutions. This tree has to go. Right. Goodbye, pine tree that I started living under. You served me well, but now you must leave. Right. And then I have my boxes full of random garbage. Well, actually, it's not that random and not that garbage. It's actually fairly useful stuff. My gold can go over in the metals thing. Where I should have put the silver also. Why did I put that in the big box? Okay, I'll put the dry stone back because I don't want to use it just for planning things out. Because I can't get rid of it easily. Okay. Right. Take that out. Take that out. Throw the gold on the floor. Definitely reasonable. We have to find some nerds to play D&D with that can play at a time that is reasonable for Italians. Yes. Oh, God. When did we make that stupid joke? That's gotta have been like 8 years ago or something, Toe. That is wild. I feel ancient once more. Okay, I gotta move my rocks. I should make crates for my rocks. We're making rock crates. Actually, I have crates up there. I can just... We're establishing rock crates. Put that in there for now. Pick up the rocks. Look, that's just how Mushroom Guy is. Why are you in my house? Get out of my house. There's Bowtorn in my basement again. God fucking damn it. Right. Oh, I actually already started putting rocks in here. And then I have these. Oh, I looked up how you can erase these. I think I know now we need to make a... What's the word? Watering can, that's the word. Also, I really should acquire some parchment to frickin' paint what is in there on these things. Right. And here's my future roofs. Because I just like the slate for roofs. It just looks nice. Look at me tidying up my yard. Ignore all the crates of stuff. Hello, Dash. Hello. It is unreasonable o'clock for you. Go to sleep. I know you're not gonna listen to me, but I gotta try. Okay, short intermission, we're making a watering can. So that I can clean my floors with it. Right. You work nonsense o'clock work hours. I remember. Duplicate layer, my beloved. It's your special skill. Working nonsense o'clock hours. Yeah, fair enough. But hey, you get to hang out with me and my scary new ability to stream multiple days in a single week without dying. And all of that. So that's fun. And you get to see more Vintage Story, so you'll play Vintage Story with me. And then Vintage Story. Have you considered Vintage Story? It'll fix itself. Excellent. Alright, here's my refractory bricks. I'm sure we'll need more of those. Oh, screw it, I have firewood in my pocket. I don't want to go get the peat. And then we set it on fire. And then we don't walk into it. Smart people. And we stack these up until I know what to do with them. The clay forming is fun the first few times, and then it just becomes a chore. Okay, further tidying. I guess the metal scraps can go in the big chest of random garbage. Yep, this sure is a big chest of random garbage. I should make more. Oh wait, I found nails and strips places. I can use these to make more chests. Genius! I made too many boards. But chests. I was so proud of having gotten rid of my birch menace, and now I have maple boards instead, which look ugly as fuck. Second chest. So powerful. Oh, you go sidewaysy too. Oh. There. Beautiful. Okay, we can put the shiny and the metally things in one of them. And keep the wood and the other random crap in the other one. Look at me being organized for the first time ever in my life. Okay. Yoink. I did not think this through. And we can put all of the tree seeds in this one. And all of the this in this one. Blocks can go inside. Actually, it makes sense to be storing the linen in the Grubenhaus, because one of the things that that archaeologists think happened in these little huts was not actually living, but weaving. Because they found a lot of loom weights and spindle whorls in them, and I just think that's neat. Yeah, they found like a bunch of spindle whorls and loom weights in there, and it makes sense from like a linen making perspective, because if you're working with flax with linen, you usually work with it damp, because that makes it easier to spin and work and stuff. And having a little hut in the earth is gonna keep the damp in, which would make the linen easier to spin in. I think that's so fascinating. But yeah, And that's your Lila has learned an archaeology fact and does not have any sources to back it up, but thinks it's neat. Like, I would love to put a warp-weighted loom in there, but I'd have to chisel one, and I don't think I have that skill yet. What was I doing? I don't... Right, we were cleaning this up so we can put a windmill. I'm gonna have to move my dirt. The dirt is moving to over here, very far away. And then I said that the one with the 313 circle was too small. So the next biggest circle would be maybe this. Maybe this would be the next biggest circle. I don't know circles. This seems a lot bigger, actually. Well, we're going with it. Making a big windmill base. And then we go skinnier as we go up. Hydrate! I will hydrate. I have hydrated with water. Okay. Get rid of my old farm field, even though it makes me upset to lose the dirt, even though it's just dirt. That's the wrong blocks. I wanted the dirt. Replace the ice, because I don't want to be building on unsound foundations. Okay. I think I want this like this height. And then the next level can go one in. And it will be made out of... Alright, let's look at blocks. Not doing bricks. We might do wattle and daub. Wattle and daub might work. Oh, we can put windows in it because I still have windows. We could also do maybe what's it called? Rammed earth might work. They really do not make it easy to look at all the block options in this game. Yes, roof, roof, roof. I don't care about roof right now. The roof is probably just gonna be thatch again. Alright, here we go. What is trampled earth? Okay, that must be somewhere in like story locations. See, I could search, but I don't know all the words to search. I'm just looking for blocks I can make. We could do rammed earth. Rammed earth looks pretty nice, actually. And you have all of these, like, alternate textures you can go through, which makes it cool. I don't really want to do stone further up. And stone, 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 shiny rocks, stone, 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 stone of the dry variety, gravel, different gravel, boulders, and we're back to orbits. Rubble. Ores. I can't build with ores. That's not how this video game works. And there we go. Plaster. Now I like the plaster, but the plaster requires quicklime, which is a whole situation. So I'm not doing plaster. Ooh, I like the travertine tile. Okay. Not actually helpful right now. Don't care about the bookshelves. They are not helpful. Neither are the cabinets. Or the doors. I'll just put whatever door I feel like in there. What if wood? We could do wood. I don't want to do the quarter logs that seems too busy. So do the planks, really. Actually, no, the planks might work with the uppy-downy texture. I might like the larch. I think we can get larch somewhere nearby. I like the idea of large planks as the walls for the upper levels. With our windows set in occasionally. And that appears to be it on blocks. Okay, we have a mission. It's called Get Large Trees. Excuse you, dirt. Alright, shove this back in here. I don't need these. I don't need these. That can go in there for now too. Okay. Things I know about large trees in this video game. They grow on mountain. And they look kind of piney, but not. So, where can we find mountain with piney but not trees? And I think large trees actually they lose their leaves in the winter? In real life? Are those the needle trees that lose their leaves? Or, I guess, needles. Well, looking for trees in winter is not my smartest move, but it is the move I'm making. Let's go. I mean, we can check that mountain, but those look like pine trees from here. They large, they be trees. Thank you, Toe. Thank you. They're actually not that large, but they're large with the CH. Which is different. The Wi-Fi is hitting good numbers, so you have no excuse to not have this downloaded on Friday. Excellent. When do I have time on Friday? I've been making so many plans with friends lately, so I actually have to like remember when I have planned what. Those are all pine trees. Okay, we go find a different mountain. But yeah. I'm thinking. I'm thonking. I'm thinking, I'm thonking. My thinky thoughts. Hello, wolf. This is a maple forest, which is the most annoying kind of forest. Because maple trees don't even have maple syrup in this game. These ones do have mushroom. Many mushroom. Alright, nope. Still pine trees. And maple trees. Ooh, resin. I should pick up all the resin I can find because that's we're doing all these tech parts now, so I should get the resin. That is a very cool looking giant oak tree on a hill. That is cool. Hell yeah. I'm not cutting that down. I don't need to anyway. I have plenty of oak trees at home because I've replanted them. Those are all pine trees also. Annoying. I know large trees are up. And they're usually on their own. Look, maple syrup has just not been a dev priority. You also can only make jam with honey. You can't make it with sugar because sugar cane doesn't exist and neither do sugar beets. And it's just like a thing. And I'm upset about it. Because jam. Then again, not really a jam kind of timeline situation where it's a hard. I fell in the water. This is no good. Okay, I somehow fell in the water and did not get soaking wet. That's great. More pine tree, more pine tree. I don't even know where I am. I'm just going. We're about to find like some sort of mysterious, wonderful place, and I'm just gonna be confused. Yeah. This is not a mysterious, wonderful place. This is the inside of a pine tree. I think just these boots that go over my knees are very waterproof. That must be the solution because I went into a meter of water and somehow did not get wet. Well, I found a hole in the ground. No, we're not going ruin diving. We're looking for trees, which is really difficult in the dark because I can't see shit. Can't see anything else either because it's so fucking dark. Excuse my French. I feel like cursing today, apparently. Mushroom. Strawberries. All dormant. As they should be in January. Happy New Year! we see a big pine tree like this, we look around at it for resin. Because we need resin for project. You know, I should have actually brought my prospecting pick. Ooh, spelt. I'll take some spelt. Love spelt. I should go to the bakery tomorrow and get some spelt bread. And then I'll have spelt bread and it'll be delicious. Spelt is my favorite non-wheat grain. Ooh, walnut. I do have a walnut seed at home. But I wouldn't complain about another one. Because walnut wood is also very pretty. Should have brought my shears. That would have made this a lot less annoying. I should have bought my shears in general, because if I'm getting large seeds and stuff... Yeah, I'm stupid. It's fine. I'm not going back home to get my shears. Oh, just perish. Resin for my Etsy store to sell resin pyramids? No. No. I'm not doing Etsy again. As long as I keep it cursing and not actual French. Well, good for you. I never actually learned any actual French. I decided that Latin was a much more reasonable language to learn in 6th grade. And then in 9th grade, I didn't go for the second offer of what if you learned French. I was more tempted then, but the other option was dicking around with Lego robots, so I obviously picked that. Actually, that was 8th grade. 8th and 9th grade. Yeah. Because obviously you're gonna pick dicking around with Lego robots and learning about stars instead of learning French. Why would you learn French when the option of Lego robots was right there? Latin is the name, the language that dinosaur names are in. Yes, that is true. Granted, I don't remember any of the words of Latin. I remember how to conjugate, declinate, the one that's for verbs, the word to be in Latin, in the present tense. And that is all I remember about Latin. Look at how pretty the stars. If only they actually gave me light so I could fucking see. I'm stealing the floor turnips. Okay, we're going up because the trees are up. That we are looking for. There is no more trees. There's only shrubbery. Seeing is overrated, but I need to see the trees. So I can get the trees. Path of Titans. Dinosaur whimsy strikes. That reminds me, I still need to finish Amber Isle. Or Amber Island? I don't know. The one where you're a dinosaur running a shop. I got to like the final 20% of the game and then I put it down and I haven't touched it since because of who I am as a person. It's a problem. Woo! In the distance, I spy a trader. We're gonna go over there. Maybe they sell large. Granted, I don't have any money. But this shouldn't be the trader that I accidentally punched yesterday, so we should be good. Up. Ow. Okay, so don't let me navigate anywhere because I will just throw myself down a cliff because I saw a shiny thing. Oh, it's on the other side of a fucking lake. Great. Which side is closer? That one. Going around the gosh darn lake. Also, sticks. Now, we're gonna have to climb out of this valley again. Hello, big oak tree. Because I think it was up there somewhere. Oh dear, how do we up? How do up? Dirt. I'm stealing your dirt. I'm going up your walls. Or is it on the other side of the up? Looking for something with light, which you'd think would make it easy to find, but no. There! It is on the other side of the up. It's down another cliff. Woo! Cliffs! And around another freaking water feature. Fields of Mystery is getting his 1.0. I am actually gonna play that, yes. I have played the early access a bit, and now I'm just waiting for 1.0 to start over, even though I know I don't need to start over, I just want to. Because, again, of who I am as a person. Oh, I too am horrible about dating games. Like, I've one dating game in my, like, Steam library that I've actually played. And it is one that actually has a you don't romance anyone and it's still good ending. Oh, you're all the way over there? I've been there. Fuck you, I'm not going all that way. I was looking for trees. Stupid distraction. You were so far away. You looked so close. Like I walked a kilometer. I saw it from over here. And 2,000 to 3,000. Actually, 400. Yeah, it's like 1,000 blocks away. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a whole thing with like the Harvest Moon like genre where it's just like, okay, you gotta have all these people you can romance and these are our main selling point. And I'm always like, why is that your main selling point? Why is your main selling point not the unique parts of the game that make it not just Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley? Like for Fields of Mystery, you have like a magic element that I actually think is pretty neat. It adds a little something different. Hello, wolf. And I think having a little something different is good. Which is why I enjoy Roots of Pacha so much, because it's Stardew Valley, but make it prehistoric. And the whole idea system is really neat to me. And the domestication aspects. If Stardew Valley is not your vibe, then fair. Fields of Mystery is also not gonna be. It's also not gonna click then. That's just a fact. Okay, so we have a birch tree and we have a pine tree. Those are the colors of these leaves. Let's just walk that direction, that direction. I'm just walking. I'm just walking and looking for trees. And I guess I'm finding copper. Really wish the sun would come up, but it's only 1 a.m. Oh, look! Surface copper. As in copper, visible on the surface. You didn't really click with Stardew, but you very click with Fields of Mystria. Alright. I personally think they are very, very similar. Which is fine. I mean, there's a bajillion and more, like, shooters that are all very similar. So, why not have Cozy Farm Game be similar? Oh, the fishing, yeah, the fishing is different. I am one of the weird people who likes Stardew fishing, so you know. Yeah, block game. Block game, good genre. I like this one. This one's fun. As blocks is game. Okay. We go up. We go up. We see nothing. Because it is dark. We go further up. I'm going to the top of this mountain. And then I'm gonna be stuck there. I am so tall. And I can't see anything except that one traitor that I hate. And some trees in that direction, but those are probably pine trees. Gosh, where would I be if I... That's redwood trees. That I know. Large trees. Oh, I guess we're filling in this part of my mapping. Oh, because I'm here, the whole watery things are freezing. That's funny. Actually, what are those? Those are big trees. Are you large trees? I don't have enough... No? Yes, I'm making words happen. With my face. Those are definitely real words. Basically, I'm getting enough hay together so I can sleep through the next night, because this is a long-term adventure. And I don't want to be stuck in the darkness again for so many hours. It is minus 21 degrees Celsius on top of this mountain. We should not nap on top of this mountain. I will freeze. I am currently actively getting to the point where I will be freezing. I thought the trees in that direction looked suspicious, so we're going down the mountain. Maybe not this direction. This is scary. Ow. I found the side with an overhang. That's lovely. Okay. I made it down to where it's less terrifying. And also warmer. But we are cold. I might have to make a fire because, yep, we are shivering. Okay, let's find a hole in the ground. Almost going that way. Oop, butterfly. You know what? Sure. We'll just make a fire right here. In a perfect world, Mushroom Guy would be a no-soul pattern. Honestly, I think all crochet patterns should be no-sew. I hate having to sew my crochet creations together. I hate weaving in ends, which is why I really like the little dinosaur I've made, and I like my little ghosties that I make because they're both no sewing, other than weaving in one end. Well, unless you do multicolors for the dinosaur, then that one requires weaving in a little bit more of an end, but look at me, I'm warm again. I can't cook anything. Don't have anything to cook. Don't let me cook. Well, my character is back to not freezing, so that counts as being warm. Oh, look! Sky looks like it is calling for a sacrifice. Lovely. I'm saving the rest of my firewood. In future, Lila can just come across the fire pit here and be very confused. Oh, look, a hole. I wanted to see if the big look. Nope, they're oak trees. Okay. Oh, no, wait, no, this is walnut. Also not the tree I want. Alright, then I was gonna fill in this blob on the map, so we are going southish. Go make a sacrifice. I have nothing to sacrifice. Also, the sky hasn't been kind to me. It doesn't deserve my sacrifices. If it brings me my trees, maybe, but it doesn't look like it's gonna, so sky can make its own sacrifices. Shouldn't have said that. Now it's gonna rain on me. Whoop! Pit. Onion. Okay. Don't get distracted by crops. We are looking for trees. We are looking for trees. We're looking for a specific kind of tree. Like, I could do birch if I can't find any large trees, but I think it would look nicer with large trees. I like the texture more. Okay, that looks cool as fuck. Ooh, flax. That looks really cool. With the, like, stalactites and stalagmites and stuff. That's neat. Screenshot. Very neat looking. Doesn't have any large trees on it though. So it's useless to me in my quest. Excuse you. Don't charge at me like that, wolf. I was about to stamp you with my stamping stick. That looks like a face. Okay, and now we're just eating random grains I find on the floor. I should have maybe prepared better and packed some more food. I didn't. So, suddenly this has become a foraging trip also. And it's the middle of winter, so there's not going to be any berries. Ooh. I'm sorry, that's free cash money. I'm picking up the free cash money. Do you have any more free cash money? Stop it, Lila. No. It's not time to go into caves. It's not cave time, it's tree time. We just grab the free cash money and then we go. Have a good sleep, Dash. Have a good sleep. I expect to hear all about your vintage story adventures as soon as they happen. Mugwort is not edible. That is not a food I can eat. It's apparently classed as a flower. I think in reality it's classed as an herb. Guess it could be a flower. I don't know my plants. Oh hey! This bush isn't actually dormant. I guess if we go further south we might get to somewhere where the bushes are still growing. And we might actually get some berries, which is good because I am running low on fruit in my diet because I did not make enough pies out of my berries because I was lazy. Again, gorgeous. Not any of the trees I need. We'll grab that grain though. Honey roasted walnuts or peanut butter. See, I personally have beef with peanut butter. So I think walnuts. I don't actually have beef with peanut butter. It's just I tried a vegan salted caramel peanut butter ice cream once. And it made me want to throw up. It might have been the salted caramel. It might have been the fact that it was vegan ice cream. I don't know. I just remember that I did not enjoy it. And now I don't think I'm ever going to eat peanut butter. You did it! Good job, Toe. I too hate sewing crochet things. It's just so annoying. Though I did actually do my proper weaving in for the project I finished yesterday. I did all the weaving in. All nice. So no one can say anything about that. I did my job. Okay, problem. Giant mountains in my way. They do not have a hole through them. Well, they do have a hole, but I don't think it goes through. Do it go through? I don't think so. Okay, fine. We go around the mountain. watch me finally find large trees like 3 million blocks away and then walk all the way back home with like seeds and stuff. And then I get home and I have some. That's just what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna hate it. That's just the kind of life I live. How's my mapping all looking? I filled it up. Good job, me. I guess we'll just keep going. Maybe these? Maybe there. So, that direction. Ooh, mushrooms. I could eat mushrooms. Oh, we might have a horrible time if I settle for eating mushrooms so I don't starve. I think that would be funny. I think that would be very funny. I think this one is fine to eat, yes. So we're gonna do that. This is now a mushroom-fueled adventure. And, I will be regretting this decision. Because I don't remember which of the mushrooms are the ones that make you hallucinate. I also don't remember all of the ones would make you, you know, die, but I can see the information on whether they make me die. So I'm less worried about the dying part and more about the whoopsie, everything is spinning part. Honestly, good person to blame, Toe. Excellent person to blame. Truly the person to blame of all time. I wanted more in that direction. Or just going around this mountainy thing. Nope, that's still a pine tree. That's still a pine tree. I think large trees are a little more squat. I don't know where the trees are that I want to find, which is annoying to me personally. Right, I was also grabbing resin when I could find it. My pockets are full with like everything except the thing I set out to get, so that's doing well. Hello, Ruin. Do you have any cool stuff? Do you have an ore vessel? Tiniest bit of copper. Fair enough. Shouldn't really have done that. Ooh, food! More spelt. I will eat that. And I jumped in water again. Well, that's impressively resisting gravity. Also, it just looks cool. I do like when this game has like this fantastical landscape on occasion. Because usually it looks rather realistic-ish. And then sometimes it just decides, what if floaty thing? Whee. I do wonder how that would react to having the soil gravity thingy-mabob turned on. Would that fall down? It probably would. I think I saw a redwood tree. Which also fun, but also not what I want. Onion. Are any of these finished? No. Annoying. Yep, that's a redwood tree. I don't have room in my pockets to cut down an entire redwood tree. So I'm not going to do that. Because why would I do that to them? Also, not the tree I'm looking for. You got some stabs. Good job, too. Ooh, is that a bald cypress? Excuse me. Yes, you are a bald cypress. Oh, come on. Give me the thing that I want. Oh, it's actually not freezing here. I don't even need to be that worried. Come on. If I'm not getting the tree I want, at least give me other trees. What are you? Seashell. Well, if you're not gonna give me a seed, I'm at least gonna take your wood. Because that looks... Yeah, that also makes really light colored planks. That... I don't like how many little holes it has. But I do like its color. Posted him in Stacy server. Yes, I will look at him once I've done the stream. I will look at him and I will adore him, the mushroom guy, because mushroom guy. Okay, I don't actually have any more room in my pockets. Which means we're gonna have to go back. Alright, we've got some bald cypress seed. That's at least something. Now this tree actually looks a little bit bald. I'm gonna break this knife. Haha! One more inventory slot, let's go! These trees are really stingy with their seeds. Just saying. Really stingy. There. 2. 3. There we go. Just gotta complain, apparently. The power of complaint. Okay, but my pockets are full and my food stores are empty, so we are going back. I don't need one singular wild vine. Put that back. Can I get a redwood seed if I ask real nice? Because that seems like a useful tree to be able to grow. Because ginormous. However, all of the leaves are very far up. Yes, yes, hello. I'm not doing anything to you. Come on, tree seeds. I still need to buy the pattern for the overalls for the mushroom guy. Oh my god, that will be so cute. You can finish your brush buddy, yay! Brush buddy. I actually know what a brush buddy is. I haven't watched the anime or read the manga, but I know what a brush buddy is. I know a thing, Toe. Are you proud of me? I for once know a reference to a thing. I should watch it. However, I'm still fighting the fight against my me and my pile of tabs. I've gotten down to under 200 by consolidating some stuff into playlists, but I got down under 200. It's just, you know, I still need to get less tabs. We're working on it. You're always proud of me. Now that's a gosh darn lie and you know it. But I appreciate you lying to me anyways. Okay, have not gotten a redwood seed, and I have decided to not care enough to try more. Like, we'll get a redwood seed when the time is right. Or when I buy it from that one trader that had some. For now, there's a mountain range in my way. And it's turning nighttime again. Hello, chicken. You're always praying for my downfall and misfortune, and yet here I am. You're not doing it right. I'm too powerful. You can't stop me. It goes to a different little... I mean, we haven't checked on the city in France in a while. Who knows? Maybe they're doing really, really bad right now. I need to go to that city in France. I need to, like, go there and buy one of those really tacky, like, I Heart, whatever the place is, touristy, like, tote bags. Just because I think it would be hilarious. France had a pretty rough time with that heat wave. Well, I also had a pretty rough time with that heat wave. But yeah, definitely. Well, there's more rocks in my way. Hello, the moon. I see you're actually trying to do your job, and on the light-colored block it is actually somewhat working. Oh, hey, I've been here. I remember this. Yeah, I've been here. We were here when we got the olivine and the bauxite. We were here last stream. So it should be a doable walk home from here. Okay, so we got a bunch of walnut logs, which are helpful, but not what I wanted. We got bold cypress, which is something, just not what I wanted. And I got a bit of flax, which is always helpful. Not a complete horrible experience, this adventure, but also not quite it. This is a pine tree. Whee! And now there's snow. Okay, so maybe we walk in a different direction after we get some food. We bring multiple foods and not just one bowl of stew. And then we go in a different direction to build my horrid windmill. And we bring pickaxe. Because I just remembered I can do automaty things with a hopper, so I could have things, do things more gooder. And hoppers need copper plates, so I should get copper. Yes? Yes. Also because I want to make brass lanterns, because I think brass lanterns look pretty. I just like brass. It's a good metal color. Use you. Thank you. Thank you, piece of dirt. What's in this cave? It's copper. Mushroom guy's looking at you judgmentally. Well, you should have done his face differently, then it wouldn't be so judgmental. Or is he judgmental about his lack of pants? In which case I can't help you. Maybe it's because he's naked. Yep. It might be. I mean, you could probably freehand him like a skirt. Have a good old man nap, Knives. I was gonna say you're not that old, but you are older than me, so therefore I will call you old. Because I call myself old. So. His booty too thick for that? Make a bustle skirt for him. Those are for big booty. Extra room in the back. You don't know how to make those? It's literally just a skirt that's got extra gathers at the back, or pleats usually, so that it can go over a fake big butt, because you know, bustle pads and petticoats, and it's just a skirt with more fabric in the back instead of being gathered evenly all the way around. Really. I hear a pigums. Hello, pink apple tree and red apple tree. Oh, you're vernalized. Fancy. You're gonna have fruit. It's time to lay in bed and watch too many TikToks now. Well, have fun with that, I guess. I will have fun with my Vimdio game. Vimdio game. Maybe I'll find the gosh darn trees I want. I'm not giving up hope. Giving up hope is the whole giver-upper. Something, something. I don't actually know that reference or that quote enough to make a joke. Excuse you. It's a good thing I don't have temporal stability enabled. Ooh, pretty seashell. I don't know why there's a seashell on this pond. But it's mine now. I'll put it in my room. It'll look pretty. I guess there was also like a seashell in the pond at the redwood tree area. I guess there could be like seashelly creatures that aren't in the sea. I guess they are also allowed to be in lakes, in ponds, and rivers and such. I just never really think about that because they're seashells. Oh well. I don't know. What I do know is none of these flaxes are grown enough for me to cut them down. That's the thing I know. And also it's dark as fuck. Because it's midnight. Ooh, dark spooky cave. Actually surprisingly unspooky. There isn't even any horrors here. It's just cave. Boring, really. Alright. We're now getting close to home. Oh look, it's a ruin I've dug up. Different ruin. Another ruin I've dug up. It's almost like this is very close to home. And I actually know what is around here. I fell in the hole I dug. Good job, me. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I only hurt my ankles. A little lot. A little lot, yes. That is a measurement of how hurt you are. There is my house. Oh, I'm gonna need to make more tannin. Alright. 3 seeds. I have large seeds at home. We don't need to go on another adventure. I have the thing I wanted all along. Great job, me. This is fine. This is lovely. I'm just gonna need to plant them and then wait. Didn't I say that I probably had some at home? I feel like I did say that. That was correct. Oh, wait, I can put this belt in here. Doesn't want to go in there. Go in there. And the flax can go with the egg. And then we put the cash money with the cash money. We put the sticks with the sticks. And the spare resin in there. Sticks are over here. The walnut and the cypress can go in there for now. This goes on the floor in my room. And the seeds go into the seed storage. We have gotten enough spelled seeds to run out of room for them in here. That's good to know. And we can put the copper in here. Alright. Well, the large seeds aren't gonna grow in winter now, are they? Oh, the will sprout in less than a day. Never mind. Go forth, my trees. Oh, my watering can. I can clean my floor. I hope that actually works. It works! I've cleaned my floor. Good job, me. Well, okay, so I have the large seeds planted. Also, that walnut seed can go with the other seeds in the seed box. And so can the maple seed. Don't remember how many I need. Oh, we're having issues with crafting again. Great. Is it because I'm in the basket? I still don't know why this happens. I've just duplicated grass. Never mind, it's gone away again. Okay. That still works. Okay, so it's just the grass that's not working. That's fine. Right, I was doing leather things also. Okay. That will work. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, that's not enough weak tannin for that. Okay, I can put the tiny pelt in though. So we'll just turn that into leather and we will grab my 2 bowls of storing excess liquids and then we will make a new batch of weak tannin. Okay, we're doing the lazy way. And then I need oak, which is inside in the oak crate. How much do I need? Okay, 1 for 10 liters, so I only need 5. Whee! That's gonna take a day and then I'll have hides to put in there. Also this one. That one actually could have gone in the 2 liters, I think. Right? 4 liters, never mind. But the small one could have gone in the 2 liters. Okay. Alright, my compost is still composting. I'll put these hides in here because that seems related. And how much do I need for the backpack? Leather backpack. That's 6 slots. That's 8 leather each. So I don't have enough yet. Okay. Okay. So trees are in progress. I want cobblestone. Okay, and boop, boop. Oh, it's doing the weird clicky thing again. Might just have to relaunch the world. So at that point I might as well end stream because it has been 3 hours already. And I should eat a dinner at some point. Oh, I should get my things. What's the word? Ladders. Ladders is the word. These ones. Because you can just put up a ladder in the middle of nowhere, and it works in this game. Look at my beautiful ladder. And you can even climb the back of it. That's not where that goes. Hey. That seems like a good height. And then a little roof on top, and the windmill out in one of the directions. Actually, it might even need to be taller. Then again, I'm making it skinnier, so it'll probably work out the way I want it to work out. And then we can put this beautiful creation in there. What do I do with these? I need to make the grates, which requires mortar, for which I need to make slaked lime, for which I need a barrel full of water. Well, actually not full of water. Like a quarter full of water. So I can then put quicklime in it, for which I need to make lime, which requires grinding up the limestone and chalkstone I have. Is it just the chalk or also limestone? Well, it should be also limestone, otherwise that would be silly. Okay, so I also need more fire clay bricks because of this situation. Oh, I have more iron blooms that are done. There's so much to do in this game, and I decided to go look for random trees that I already had the seeds for at home. I'm talented. Okay. Okay. Getting rid of Generation 1, well, Generation 0. Is that my smartest move? Probably not. But I'm doing it. feed the other ones. You know what? Bone crate. I'm grabbing all of my bones. And putting them in a crate. Because while the bone piles are fun, they are limited in storage quantity. And I would like to have floor space. Alright. And then we have a lump of fat we can render. And a bunch more meat for in here. You can hit something with a stick at 2.5 meter range. Fascinating. Right, we have rendered the fat. I'm gonna put it in here because that's where I'm keeping the resin also. Oh hey, more cobblestone. Good job, me. Yeah. I should pick, like, for the floors, a wood. Because if I'm doing walls, I want different floors, you know? Where it's, I mean, it's probably gonna end up being pine or birch. This, I have a decent amount of pine. Though these feel like too saturated. I'm not gonna do oak because oak is useful. Probably birch, which means I need to cut down more birch. I'm not gonna do maple because I hate it. I do like the birch. I'm gonna have a think about that, but I think I'm gonna end the stream here because it's been 3 hours and it's my bedtime soon, and if I want to get to bed on reasonable bedtime, I'm gonna have to do the thing where you stop being awake and start being sleepy, and streaming is one of those things that keeps me awake somehow. So, yes. We will end here. I'll do an end screen today, I've decided. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you all very, very much for watching, for joining me, and for hanging out and being generally awesome people. And I think I did that in the wrong order to what I usually do, but that's fine. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. This has been fun. Scheduled stream tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do not more vintage story. I'm actually gonna go back to Paralives because we've got some children to raise in that. Yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm still confused as to how and why my brain has decided that we can suddenly do like 5 streams in a single week. But I'm not going to question it too much. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting with me. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.